In the previous session, we have been looking into style sheet types, external, internal, and inline. Before we move on, we need to look into things like box sizing. Without knowing the box sizing, you won't understand what's happening, what's really happening behind the scene, right? So to understand better, let me bring up some example. Okay, every web page, every web page, every HTML page is divided, is built using box model. So everything is a box in a page. Just assume it that way. Let me just bring up a demo quickly on this. This one will have a border of, let's say, 20 pixels solid with the color of red or GB. Okay, so how does it show? Yeah, we have something like this. Now just reduce it for the screen space. Alright, comment box sizing. Okay, it has two types. One is content box and the other one is border box. The default one is the content box. If I hover that over my div, and then if you see over here, I gave it as 200 cross 200 pixels as the unit of measurement. So that's the dimension that I gave, and the border of 20 pixels. If you notice clearly, I gave a border of 20 pixel across all sides. Okay, all sides means top, right, bottom, and left. So the box sizing is set by default by the browser, is set as content box, which means your content, your dimension 200 cross 200 pixel is applied only for the content, not for the border. It will not factor those units into the box model. Okay, let's do the same thing for border box. Okay, so just copy this and let me apply. I'll just make it more beautiful by making box sizing, getting mixed up all the time. Box sizing, border box. Okay, so what will happen? Any guesses? With the color of blue or GB. Okay, so this time that's the same dimension. These two boxes have same dimensions of width and height, 200 pixels each, but the second one, the blue box, has shrunk down a little bit. Why? Because the box sizing is set to border box, which means your content box, your content shrunk down a little bit to accommodate the 200 pixel factor. So the border box means, quite simply, it will factor your border, margin, and padding as well. So your 200 pixels of width will factor everything. If you add up margin as let's just add a margin of can I add, yeah, 10 pixel, it will factor that as well. No, I can't add. Okay, whereas for the content border box model, box sizing as content box, your 200 pixels of dimension, width, and height is set only for the content, and your border, margin, and padding is not factored into this model. Okay, so to sum it up, the best method is applying the box sizing as border box. Sizing border box, because you will clearly, now you see it's consistent, you will clearly know that you're resetting it for all the browser. When you keep on developing, when you set the width of a box, okay, you know that if you add up a margin or padding, or for God's sake you're going to add more borders, you know that it will be sticking up for the width, for the dimension that you have specified. Okay, so it is not for the content. So when you keep on developing, you keep on adding the elements, you know that whatever element, whatever width you give, it will stick to that. Okay, so it won't stick with the contents width. So this is a lot about the box sizing. So in the next session, we'll be moving up the background image, talk more about the background image and fitting the background image to the header section and building our navigation as well. Thank you.